online and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
A local family got a happy ending late this afternoon after they've been looking for their missing dog for the last 5 days in the East Grand Forks area. But it's not just any dog. Trooper is a service animal for his owner, who served and was severely wounded when she was overseas in the Army. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with Trooper's owner today and has more on a story you'll only see here.
Every day we're like, today we're definitely going to find him. We've been saying that for 5 days now.
Scared and all alone.
I don't even know like what he would be thinking to do. You know what I mean? He's just not a regular dog. So I don't even know if he really knows regular dog stuff.
Not only are those Trooper's feelings, but his mom's as well.
So now he's gone and I'm having all this anxiety because he's gone, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword, if you will.
Shaylin was serving in Afghanistan in 2013 when a blast severely injured her and broke several of her bones. And Trooper has been by her side to help in her day-to-day life for the last 2 years.
So he helps me like walk up and down stairs, or if I like am down on the ground and I can't get up, he kind of braces me, anything like that. And then he also is like trained for like PTSD, like anxiety.
But Sunday afternoon, while at her sister's house, Shaylin says Trooper got spooked and ran off. And despite 15-hour days scouring every inch of both Grand Forks and East Grand Forks, Trooper was still on the loose.
You put in all these hours and walking and sweating and looking and hunting and calling, and nothing.
Shaylin says the worst part of it all is this was Trooper's first trip to the area, as she and her pup live in California.
Most dogs like go to some place they're aware of, and Trooper like he doesn't have a point of reference to go back to.
And the Casserleys were in crunch mode today, as they worried the 4th of July celebrations might scare Trooper off even farther.
Even last night I heard like fireworks. I was like, my poor baby, he's probably so scared right now.
But Trooper and Shaylin's nights alone are no longer, after kayakers came across Trooper tangled up in some brush near the river in Grand Forks late this afternoon. And after a boat ride to shore, Trooper and his mom are finally reunited. In East Grand Forks, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
There was a reward for Trooper's safe return, but the kayakers who found him did not accept it, saying, after all, on Independence Day, what greater reward is there than giving a little back to someone who gave so much? We are having a beautiful 4th of July. Temps aren't too hot and plenty of sunshine. But now the big question is, how's our night looking for fireworks? Hutch joins us in your No Wait weather with the answer. Hutch.
Well, most of us are going to remain dry this evening. There are a few showers out there. If we look off to the west on our Valley Skycam, that is where the clouds are focused, and that's where the rainfall is making its way across the Highway 2 corridor and heading north toward the international border. So that's where the chances of sprinkles are best for this early evening. Last night's severe storms, mainly just to the south of the FM area, dumping heavy rain. Radar estimates as high as 4 inches down in south parts of Richland County, southern parts of Cass County, also seeing a good 1 to 2 inches as estimated. Our radar shows in the hour-by-hour forecast that the best chance of showers will be in the Devil's Lake Basin and mainly in eastern lakes country, Melanie, as we head through the evening. Most of us stay dry, and any showers we get should not be severe.
Okay, thank you, Hutch. Police are investigating a stabbing in North Fargo following what's believed to be some sort of domestic disturbance. They were called to the 1600 block of Dakota Drive North around 3 this afternoon on a report of a man with a stab wound. Officers tell us when they got there, they found a car with the back window smashed in and a man with a stab wound to the right hip. Officers also tell us a woman was possibly involved in this dispute. The man appeared to have sustained minor injuries. We're learning more tonight about a Grand Forks therapist who's facing charges of sexual exploitation after court records say he had consensual sex with a patient. Police say 58-year-old David Bialik turned himself in to authorities yesterday. That's the same day he was booked for the sex exploitation charges. Bialik is a licensed clinical social worker employed by the Center for Psychiatric Care in Grand Forks. Court documents allege the victim began therapy with Bialik in January and in April engaged in consensual sexual contact with him. A California man is facing a DUI after troopers say he injured 2 people in a crash in Watford City early this morning. It happened near the intersection of Highway 23 and Highway 85 around 6. Troopers say 2 men were stopped at a red light when 25-year-old Kino Gomez crashed into the back of their car. Both vehicles were heavily damaged in the crash, and the 2 people in the car sustained injuries. Gomez was not injured and was arrested for criminal vehicle injury. Today is one of the deadliest holidays on the road. That's why police are reminding you to drive sober tonight and buckle up. Officers urge you to always call for a ride home, especially if you plan on drinking tonight. West Fargo police are asking for your help finding this man, Jeffrey Garton Jr. He has several open warrants, including theft of property and fleeing in a motor vehicle. If you have any information on him, you're urged to call West Fargo Police at 701-433-5500. An annual tradition for a lot of people in the FM Metro carried on this afternoon with the 4th of July parade at Bonanzaville in West Fargo. Kids, parents, grandparents, and everyone in between came out to enjoy the festive parade. And other than the parade, Bonanzaville has been jam-packed with activities to enjoy this holiday. From bouncy houses to live historic demonstrations and even horse-drawn wagon rides, visitors have had a chance to enjoy a historic and fun 4th of July.
Oh my gosh, there's so many people, especially the little kids. They want to say hi, and then I come up closer to say hi to them, and then they get really shy. Super cute, and I'm just enjoying my time out here.
And the fun doesn't end there. Fireworks will begin at Bonanzaville at 10:30 tonight or when it gets dark. When baking a cake, you often put the oven at 350 degrees, but did you know sparklers you light up can burn more than 3 times hotter? The Fargo Fire Department posted some firework facts this 4th of July. Many people we spoke with were surprised to hear just how hot sparklers are. But the fire department says even though statistically the U.S. sees more fires on the 4th than any other day, here in Fargo, that's not the case.
It could be like a Monday afternoon, we'll get 15, 20 calls in a row, so it varies a lot.
We checked in with the Fargo Fire Department before the show. As of 5 p.m., they say today is still an average day with no firework-related incidents yet. And you may like fireworks, but there's a good chance your pets are terrified of them. Area vets often see an increase in lost animals around this time of year, and that's why they're offering some tips to keep them safe. They suggest you keep your pets home from firework displays if they get nervous around loud noises. While at home, you can turn on some music or TV to block out the sound. Additionally, you're urged to make sure your pet has a collar with a visible ID tag on it. Lastly, keep a leash on your pet when outdoors at all times. A Minnesota native is working to give back to the men and women who have given so much. The trip that sparked it all, still to come on Valley News Live at 6.
And in Fargo today, tranquil weather and a high temperature very close to seasonable averages. We were 80 degrees, Grand Forks at 79. A few showers showing up on radar, mainly to the west. I'll have details on what you can expect for your fireworks this evening and the weekend ahead next.